Everyone, well, I figured why not, let's go for a quick trip and see if we can find any lures at Walmart. I don't have any Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops near me. I do have a Dick's near me, but it really honestly does not have that much for us to choose from. So we're gonna go to Walmart, we're gonna make this a quick vlog and hang out and see if we can find anything new and try to get a lure for spring, because it's finally feeling like winter in the middle of, beginning of January. But I'm hopeful that it warms up quickly and we can go fishing again. So let's head to Walmart and see what we can find. All right, so before we get on the road, I have a question for you guys. Since we're a little bit out from spring, are there any lures you guys are looking for and have any suggestions what I should look for when we go out and find some lures? I'm just gonna go and look and see if I find anything new maybe, which would be cool to see. But we're gonna go out and see if we can find anything for spring. But if you have any suggestions or lures you're looking for, let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's get to Walmart. So just pulling up to Walmart, let's see what we can find. Hopefully it's fully stocked, because sometimes I've noticed probably like towards the end of the week, it's pretty bare. I mean, it's not completely empty, right? But it does have less than it normally does. So let's go inside and see what we can find. I don't know if it's just me, but heading to the fishing section always makes me excited. So I'm currently in the clearance section, but at this Walmart, they never really have anything fishing related. It's the other Walmart that I go to that actually has the slim picking fishing section, has actual sale items in their clearance section. But all right, I always have to check. Let's head to the back. Here we are. So, I mean, it definitely doesn't look empty, but I honestly haven't seen anything new, any new products. I don't know, maybe they're just not like one of those things that they just drop new products all the time. I'm so used to making Pokemon content that, I mean, every 3 months or so, there was a new set being released. So I don't see anything new here. I have been looking for the tinfoil looking, I don't know if they're Strike King or they're Yum, or they might even be Z-Man. I actually think they might be Z-Man, but I haven't seen those here. But everything looks the same here. I've been looking for the Pop and Pickle, which Kicking Their Bass TV always calls it, but it's not actually what it's called. But they always have that. But nonetheless, everything looks kind of the same. So in my previous video, I talked about some of my go-to lures. This one right here, go-to lure, $2.16. The Ozark Trail 1/5 ounce minnow. That is hands down one of the best finds I have found as a Walmart lure. But otherwise, and then obviously you have the Cotton Cordell, are always good. I always get the translucent. Let's see if they have it. This red one's good as well. Let's see if they have the translucent. I mean, it looks like this, but it is translucent. This one right here. This is hands down another one of my go-to lures, and these are only $2.96. But otherwise, I mean, this Walmart has a better selection than Dick's Sporting Goods. And honestly, it's like probably $1 or $2 cheaper looking at name brands. I mean, I know the rattle traps, I know the Rapellas are cheaper here, but even at Meijer, I shop at Meijer as well, which is a Midwest store. And I know Walmart's cheaper than them too. But what I like shopping at Meijer is sometimes when you shop there, they'll give you a $10 coupon and you can buy anything. So if I get those when I'm shopping or when I work, I sometimes get coupons from them and I use them for fishing lures. But let's look for some lures and see what we can find. Kind of digging the Strike King little lipless crank here, the red-eyed shad. I like it because it reminds me of my lipped crank that I like from Cotton Cordell. But it's translucent as well. I don't know how well it's going to pick it up. It's trying to pick up my face, but it is translucent as well, which I have found to work really well. And honestly, they also have just the red-eye shad white, which I like as well. So it's really kind of one of those things that's like pick your poison. I don't know if you guys can tell. One is translucent. Nah, you guys can't tell. But nonetheless, those two right now are kind of something I'm looking at, and also maybe even the red one. right here, which is a really popular one. Let's see if we can turn the camera. That one right there is a really popular one as well. I know Kicking Their Bass TV likes to use that one a lot. So it's either that red one or potentially one of these two here. So I'm gonna keep looking. So right now I think I'm holding on to the sexy shad here. So this is the non-translucent. I'm gonna put this one down right here. Oh, there's one right there as well. And you see if you guys can get a better view of it. See, there's the rattles inside, translucent. And I'll compare it to the translucent one I found here. Again, this is lipped though, and this is, I mean, it doesn't tell you within the cotton cordels, it doesn't tell you the depth, but this is probably between like a 3 and a 6 or a 3 and a 5, so it doesn't go crazy deep. But this one, again, this is $3, and this lure, now again, it's lipless, but this lure is about $6. Yeah, it's $6, so double the price. But again, sometimes I think you're paying for the hooks, which with the cotton cordell, you're definitely gonna wanna replace those hooks. But right now, I think I'm actually gonna go with the sexy shad, just straight white with the silver chrome on top. Or not even chrome, silver speckle on top. So holding that one right now and then gonna keep looking. So I've never actually owned a Guggen Squad lure. I want you to know your honest opinions on their lures. They look good. I mean, obviously these are people that fish on a regular basis. I know they're content creators, but they are fishermen and they know probably what to do. But I feel like for $7 for a lure, I mean, now granted 6 cents I know as well, and they're very expensive. This is a $9 lure, but I mean, it's tough for me to, again, I'm a budget friendly fisherman. This is to me kind of expensive, but you know, for $6 versus 7 or 9, it gets really pricey. So let me know in the comments, are Guggen Squad lures worth it, whether it's soft plastic or it's hard? So let me know. I would pick up some more chatterbaits, but I have 2 of them. I have yet to catch a fish with them. I just think right now I'm gonna hold off. I have the white and I have a more natural looking perch color one. Actually, I don't think they have it anymore, or at least in stock right now, which I matched with some Strike King swimmers here. They might not even have them either. I think I have the whites here to match with the chatterbait white, and actually this might be it as well. Yeah, so I have the natural green here as well. What do they call it? I don't know if they give it a color. The Magic? I don't know if that's the name of it. Let's see. Pearl Flash, though. That's Pearl Flash, and that's KVD Magic, I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, KVD Magic. So those are what I have kind of paired up with my chatterbaits, but I have yet to catch anything, so I'm holding off on more chatterbaits. And again, I just kind of always go towards with the creme plastics, 128 and 125. So you really can't beat that. Yes, obviously there's better plastics, but for $1.25, I mean, really, after a while, just they don't break that easy. So I definitely recommend the creme plastics. I just picked up this Rapella here, and I find this lure to be extremely cool looking, but also convincing. I mean, I would assume fish would go after this in a heartbeat. The only problem that I have with it is that it's a 7 to 11 feet depth, and I don't necessarily fish a ton of places that are that deep. So I really kind of want to see if I can find another lure like that looks like this, that's maybe between like a 4 and a 6 or even less, but this is a good looking lure. So I did find another 2 really good convincing lures here. Now they're both 1/8 ounce, which unfortunately I just think are too light, but if I could find the lower minnow one in maybe a 1/4 ounce or a quarter ounce or a 1/2 ounce, I would definitely pick that up. I just don't think I have the right setups for that. I just think they're too light. I won't be able to cast them very far, but both of these lures look really good. And honestly, I think they would work, especially in springtime. So it's not a natural looking minnow. However, so this is probably a 1/2 ounce minnow here. On these Rebels, they don't tell you the weight. At least I don't see anything about weight, but this looks really promising, the chrome color. And they have a bunch of other ones. So this is probably a 1/4 ounce right here. But they're all chrome or like the light green chrome. But if I can find some other ones that look like that, here's another one. So here's just chrome, and then here's the green. So these are probably a 1/2 ounce. I would assume they're definitely rather big. So there's no way they're at less than a 1/2 ounce, maybe an ounce. But those actually look pretty good, and I think those are maybe $4. I might have to check them, but because I don't see anything for Rebel down here. I see Bomb. So I'll have to check and see what these prices are, but these look promising. And again, I talked about in my last video, jerkbaits are my favorite lure, but I'm gonna check the price. All right, so these minnows are $4. So that's actually not too bad. Again, I mean, really, you have the Rapellas that are almost $6, up to $7. And the only thing you may have to change on these are the hooks, but for $4. So I just don't think, the problem is with these is this is really meant for sunny days. And it's not that you won't have those, obviously, but if I could get one for chrome and then maybe another color, but it looks like they only have kind of like a chrome look to them. They don't have any other like detailed ones for $4. So it's not a bad deal. I'm gonna hold on to it. Probably gonna hold on to the chrome one and keep looking. So for comparison, you guys can see, so here's the Rebel one, that's actually the larger one, and here are the two smaller ones. So here's the Rapella and then here's the Rebel. So this is only an 1/8 ounce, so I'm concerned that this might be an 1/8 ounce, and so there's no way this is less than a 1/2 ounce. So I would like to get the smaller, but I think an 1/8 ounce might be just too light, and I find this lure rather big. So I'm kind of in the toss-up between these two, but I might lean towards this just because I feel like bigger doesn't always mean better. And I know sometimes, like when I was first getting into this, I felt like, oh, I need to get the bigger one because it's the same price and I want to catch bigger fish. But honestly, this might be more finessey and I might have better hit rates with this, but you can already tell the hooks are a lot smaller as well. So, I mean, we'll have to see, but I'm kind of a toss-up between these two. So again, I like to try to keep my lures pretty budget friendly. So again, I'm back down in the cotton cordell. I did see that they have some crankbaits here, or some jerkbaits here, but none of them look rather good to me. I have a lure like this. I think it's actually a lipless crank from cotton cordell. Not a huge fan of. But right now, I think I'm kind of set. I don't mind these ones. I do think they have sort of a shad looking one like this. This is their closest looking to shad. But to compare the sexy shad versus the cotton cordell, I mean, there's a difference, obviously. So I'm definitely going with the sexy shad here, but I'm trying to see if I can find one more lure. I'm up in the air with these little jerk baits here. That's got to be either a 1/4 ounce or a 1/2 ounce, and that's got to be at least an 1/8. But I can't seem to find one more lure I'm really interested in getting that's potentially budget friendly, but also maybe, you know, at least less than $5. And I'm kind of struggling to see anything that I'm interested in currently. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna only get the sexy shad here and wait for your comments. See if you guys recommend any lures, saw any lures that I kind of brushed past, but try to remember, I'm trying to keep it budget friendly. Again, I'm not somebody interested in spending $8 on a lure to find out I don't like it. So, I mean, if there's a lure you like, I'll check it out if it's budget friendly, or if it's a lure you're like, hey, I know it's a little bit more expensive, but you're going to like it, then recommend it and let's see if I like it or not. But again, this lure right here, it's a 5 to 11 feet deep diving, and it looks so good by Rapella. It's about $7, but I don't have any places I'll be fishing that are that deep. So again, I'm probably gonna wrap it up with the sexy shad Strike King and wait for your comments. So again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you enjoy these kind of vlog style videos, just going shopping with me, looking for lures, having fun, make sure you guys write in the comments down below and we'll do this more often. But let me know what you guys think of any lures that you might be looking for or I skipped over. Make sure you guys write them down below, and I'll see you guys next time.